Hi, I'm Demila Hayes, and I am here with three people.
Here.
Okay. The speech that I am giving is Ain't I a Woman by Sandra Truth, written in 1851. Though a lot of people recite this speech with a Southern accent, it was proven countless times that she was not a Southern woman. Sandra Truth couldn't read or write, so this was recorded by others in the crowd, so it is not 100% correct. Well, children, where there's so much racket, there must be something of the kilter. I think the twigs of the Negroes in the South and the women in the North all talking about rights, and the white man should be fixing it soon. But what's that all I'm hearing about? The man over there saying women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and held the best places everywhere. No one ever helped me in carriages, helped me over muddy puddles, or took me to any good places. Ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arms. I have plowed and planted and gathered all into a barns, and no man ever had me. Ain't I a woman? I could work as much as a man, eat much as a man when I can get it, and bear the lash just as well. Ain't I a woman? I home birthed 13 children and seen them all slaved off to slavery. And when a mother's cried grief was all they heard, none but Jesus heard me. And ain't I a woman? Then they talk about this thing in the head. What is it called? Intellect, honey. What's that gonna do with women's rights or Negro rights? If my cup wasn't hold a half a pint and yours hold a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my little half measure full? Then the little man in the back, he says women can't have as much rights as men because Christ wasn't a woman. Where did Christ come from? Where did Christ come from? From God and a woman. Men ain't had nothing to do with it. If the first woman God ever birthed was strong enough to turn the world upside down alone, these women ought to come together and turn it right side up again. And now they asking to do it, and the man better let them. Obliged to you for hearing me. And now old Sandra ain't got nothing else to say. Around 16, I learned about feminism and decided then and there that it would become most of my identity. When I was so happy and proud of it, I went to my aunt that was a strong, independent black woman. And of course she would say something positive because she had to think that she was worth just as much as a man. To say I was surprised by her response was an understatement. Make sure you're researching what you call yourself, is what she said. I haven't seen her in 10 years, and yet every time I call myself a feminist, I hear those words. A few weeks back, I was listening to Hood Feminism by Nikki Kendall, and I can't help but second guess that part of me. Have I been claiming a movement that doesn't involve me? Until recently, I believe that feminism was women's rights compared to men. But now, after reading Hood Feminism, I realize it's more about white women's rights being compared to white men's rights. For example, we celebrate women getting the right to vote in 1920, but black women didn't get the right to vote until 35 years later. When I hear Ain't I a Woman, it's a cry out, see me too, I am here. I matter. In 1851, Sandra Truth was screaming for recognition. And now in 2025, women of color are still trying to get noticed. The scene has just as important. The more I read Ain't I a Woman, the more I hear, ain't I human? Ain't I a person? Ain't I someone who deserves respect and opportunities, not just as much as a man, but just as much as a white woman? Maybe the issue is asking you to hear me and asking you to see me. I am a woman, I am a person, and I am here.
That's what's up.